Stablecoins are very interesting in the sense that they are a critical on and off ramp for the digital asset industry. You cannot access DeFi or any type of blockchain technology without first having a token within the ecosystem. The first and easiest token to get is a stablecoin. If you don't have a stablecoin, or if you don't have some other token, you can't really play in the decentralized space. So stablecoins provide an alternative rails that are faster, cheaper, and more efficient to allow the seamless payments, either nationally or locally. You're outside of the normal interchange and fees for debit and credit, like through your normal payment schemes. You are not reliant on centralized counterparties to move those funds. They can be done atomically, they can be done instantaneously. So I think the payments aspect of the stablecoins and the associated infrastructure is key. But I think the bigger thing is, as we see more assets being tokenized over time, and there is going to be a push to tokenization in order to create new markets, new use cases, new options, stablecoins are going to become a critical piece of that, because you're going to need to on and off ramp in order to access those tokenized assets.
It reminds me so much of when I first saw the internet. I just see blockchain as this massive step up. And I remember when I was a young guy in our dealing room, I asked my boss, could I have the internet on my computer? And he said, no, you don't need it. I thought, this is interesting. And he came back about half an hour later and he said, do you know what? I think we might need the internet. So I'm going to put one computer at the end of the room, and anybody who wants to use the internet can go and use that computer. The rest of the world has blockchain, right? And they've got blockchain regulations, stuff like that. Australia's still deciding if we need to use it, if we need to have access, and whether or not to put it on a computer at the end of the dealing room, right? So we are behind. It's a bit like, we don't really need the internet.
I think recent moves by regulators is probably putting us behind the pack in terms of where we're playing in the stablecoin space. The reason is we have proposed guidance which is treating stablecoins as non-cash payment facilities themselves. That would actually bring the tokens themselves within the regulatory perimeter, which creates not only friction from a licensing and regulatory point of view, but it actually doesn't work in the sense that there are actual hurdles and structural issues if the tokens themselves are non-cash payment facilities.
I think stablecoins are 100% the future, and so all currencies need stablecoins, not just the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar has some advantages, but just sending money 24/7 that is programmable, so that you can't get caught money going one way and not whatever you're trying to purchase coming back. And whether that's foreign exchange, sending Aussie dollars to get euros or US dollars back, or sending Aussie dollars to get a bond or an equity back, stablecoins with the ability to program them and smart contracts, you can do all of that and just get rid of that whole settlement failure piece and go 24/7. So no, hey, it's 3 p.m, you missed the cut-off, you can't send your money till Monday. An Aussie dollar stablecoin will become, I think, very, very relevant.